Harry, you got a decent enough book of rides at this all-weather fixture on Wednesday night, and Hinokami Kagura, for all he hasn't won one yet, he's certainly been knocking on that door, hasn't he?
He has. He's been extremely consistent, and each time I ride him, I'm quite confident he's going in with a good chance, and this race is no different.
Talk me through his recent trial. You've trialled him recently. He looked okay?
Yeah, he felt good. I was really happy actually how he trialled. Yeah, he just feels like a horse that's he's done well as time's gone on, and he feels strong and fit.
I guess we've got to allow him some leeway. I mean, he is only a 4-year-old as well, so I mean, there's plenty of time yet. And is he the type of horse that probably just needs a lot to go right?
Yeah, I would agree. He's not overly fast early doors, and so he's never one that's going to be able to, really lead or get too close to the pace. But he finishes very strong, and I'm confident that's what he'll be doing again. But he's one that I just imagine will probably sit mid-pack, and as I say, come with a strong finish.
And typically of these all-weather races, Harry, I mean, some of them are trying it for the first time, some of them potentially don't go on it, but I suppose you've got the reassurance with your fella that he at least does handle the surface, and he has gone close.
Yeah, there's no questions with regards to the surface. He moves extremely well on it, and it suits him well.
Derek Leung, we've got an all-weather fixture coming up on Wednesday night, and you're riding Golden Long in race number 6 for trainer Frankie Law. Interesting all-weather runner this. He's never run on the surface, Derek, but he has trialled well on it. What have you made of the horse?
Well, yeah, it's his first time racing on the all-weather, but last season he trialled a couple of times on the all-weathers. It seems like he has so many early speed, and he quite enjoy it. So I think it's good for him to try on the all-weather.
You've ridden him a couple of times under race conditions. I mean, he's a sort of a decent type of horse, isn't he, this guy?
Yes, he got some ability, but his mind always is to get nervous or a bit too keen. That's why last time so many blood inside. So, his mental he still can be upside down easy. So I need to calm him down. Even in the gate, he always get a bit nervous. But first up, hope he not as keen as before. Just let him go smooth and hope he can win good.
He trialled racing up at Chung Fa, Derek. Did you feel that he's sort of matured now as he's sort of had a bit more racing and a few more trials?
Yeah, he seems like he do a little bit improved than last season, but he just have a small break. So he give him 2 trials. Seems like every trial is slowly to getting better and better. But we think he's ready to race, so just give him a shot.
And I guess another positive angle would be that, when he made his debut, he was a winner. So the fresh record certainly looks good, 1 from 1. And I guess this might be the time that he's at his best.
Yeah, well, to be honest, his ability and his honest, he just don't get too exciting in the race. He can save some petrol in the last, and then he'll be one good.
He's an interesting horse, obviously, drawn. Derek, I must ask you, I mean, obviously, we're only still relatively fresh into the season, but has it been a little bit frustrating? There's a lot of seconds there. If the ball had bounced your way, they might have been winners, but I guess you can't do much about that. But obviously, things have been going well enough. 3 winners so far on the board.
Yeah, first, I need to thank you all the trainer and the owner support. That can't be too many seconds. And I just drop my head down and keep fighting, keep work hard.
Mark Newnham, Talent's Ambition is a runner for you at this all-weather fixture, and he set a few tongues wagging with a recent trial win. You must have been pleased with how he trialled.
Yeah, look, he's shown a good liking for the all-weather, so I would expect that he would trial well. And the back end of last season, he put 2 really good performances together, one on the turf, and then he backed it up with a dominant win, in the same grade.
Started him off over 12, ran a mighty race. I know he was a beaten favourite, but that aside, he was only a half a length behind Super Wind Dragon, so a nice return. Yeah,
especially at an unsuitable distance, but instead of trialling him again, the race was there for him, so I was pleased the way he closed off, probably even a little better than I expected over 1200, but now he steps back to the 1650 with the trial in between. It looks a good formula for success.
How much, in your mind, has he sort of sharpened up for that first run back? I mean, he's still a relatively lightly raced horse, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely, and he's got a lot stronger, mentally and physically, since last season. He started to mature well towards the back end last season, but you can see a noticeable difference and feel a difference in him I write him quite a bit of work, and he knows his job now. He's a lot more relaxed through the early stages of his work and knows when to start picking up. And Harry noticed that difference in his race the other day and in his trial subsequent.
As for the form of the stable, Mark, obviously they're going great guns, another couple of winners across the weekend, so obviously you're hoping that form continues into Wednesday night as well, but you must be delighted with the way things are going.
Yeah, no, things are going really well. We've got a good team of people, as in staff, good group of owners and a nice group of horses. So, we've got a couple of good systems in place. The winners are coming from both stables in Chung Fa and out of Sha Tin. So, it's all gelling well.
Zach Superwind Dragon looks a decent ride on Wednesday night on the all-weather, and he was pretty good last time when you rode him.
He was very good. He goes well fresh. He'd been prepped for the race. He just got himself into the right spot, but he did a good job.
You mentioned the fresh record. He's arguably as good second up, and obviously this is his second up run. So I guess the confidence levels can certainly be high in a race of this nature.
Yeah, he's had a trial in Trong Fa recently, and to be honest, his trial wasn't as good as what it was going into his first run, but it's a bit of a different surface up there, so we won't worry too much about it. He's drawn well. Hopefully he gets out the gates and just gets into a nice rhythm again and acquits himself well.
Given sort of where he sits in the run, obviously he's relatively prominent. 2 certainly is a good place to be, do you think?
Certainly, yeah, on the dirt, if you've got speed and you're within striking distance, it can certainly help.
I know he's a 7-year-old now, but he's got ticks in all the right boxes. I mean, his turf form's non-existent. All-weather is what he is. 5 times course and distance winner. There's just plenty going for him, really, isn't there?
Yeah, well, this is what he likes, so he's got what he wants, and he's going to have to try and deliver again.
You got what you wanted on the weekend as far as the Group 2 was concerned. Just reflecting on that, Kai Ying Rising, I know we spoke very briefly after the race, but just on that performance, I mean, it was just top draw, wasn't it, really?
He's not going to perform better than that, really, is he? If he can just turn up in that same form all the time, then we'll be pretty happy with that. But he just seems to be taking another step all the time, and it's exciting that he's still only early in his 4-year-old year, and he's got everything ahead of him, and he's just a pleasure to be on the back of.